guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Carly Van Every. I am a psychic intuitive as well as Reiki practitioner, and if you would like to book a session with me, I will link everything below. Thank you so much for being here. But this is going to be for the Fall Equinox. This is just a kind of collective energy update reading, just because I feel I've been picking up on some energies heading into fall for us collectively. But I just kind of want to get an energy update and see what comes through from the cards and from spirit in regards to, just anything that's there energetic. Resonates with you in any way, shape, or form, please feel free to let me know. I do want to say something that's important that I've noticed is that when I went to go light my Palo Santo to kind of, smudge the area, smudge the cards, offer blessings, was really interesting because the lighter that I was using, and it had never done this before, but it was really hard to actually try to ignite the flame, like the little switchy thing on the lighter. So to me, what kind of came through for me in that moment was, what's that saying? It's like caught in a fire, caught in cross waves or something, where it's very just like commotion filled and stuff, almost trying to pick between two different directions and trying to find that balance. And it's interesting because right after that I had water, but it had spilt on the table almost to signify that water balances out fire. So I just want to keep that in mind. I feel like that was kind of important and something to be acknowledged and mentioned for the fall equinox coming up, is to remain balanced, or to do our best to be in balance. So now I'm going to go in with the Chakra Insight deck here. What's happening for us collectively for the Fall Equinox? What's happening? Okay, that's a lot. So the mind flew. Okay, we have the mind, we have sound, and we have third eye chakra. So this is the mind here. And notice how I said the mind flew there. So it's almost like racing thoughts or something, okay? Third eye chakra. So this speaks all about intuition, all about discernment, all about following our guidance. Then we also have sound, okay? You know what I'm really actually picking up on? It's almost like riding out waves, like following the natural rhythm, following the natural like sound waves, okay? That's kind of what I'm picking up on for us. So it's almost like fall equinox. It's just about really riding out these own waves, right? The waves of us individually and the waves of like collective. Responsibility at the bottom of the deck, so it's self-discipline, empowerment, reliability, and fulfillment, okay? And what I'm really getting for this is to be responsible for the thoughts we are thinking, okay? To really know that our thoughts create reality, and to really be conscious of, okay, what am I thinking about? Especially when the mind starts racing, the mind's kind of flying everywhere. What am I thinking about? What is triggering me? Why is this triggering me? And how do I want to move forward in a way that is kind of more peaceful, more more calm, more soothing, okay? So I'm going to go ahead because I'm seeing white light energy around this deck as well. This is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. So what's okay, wise one. Grow within your current situation. So I feel like collectively we are being asked to really kind of look at what's been stagnant, look at what's been kind of holding us back from like the next step of our evolution, and to just really acknowledge it and really see what it's there to really show us, really get like the positive aspects from the experience of what we've been experiencing collectively, and really take that and move forward with what we want to create. You know what, I'm going to grab another few cards from here actually, please. Fall Equinox for the collective. Thank you. So we have Eagle. Yep, see from a higher perspective. So we're going through a lot of stuff collectively, on many different standpoints. So this is just asking us to see, okay, what we've been going through, how can we see this from a broader perspective? Like, for example, like all of the vaccine passports and everything, there has been some division between people within it, right? Within, okay, this is my standpoint, but this is like another person's standpoint over here, and we're not really like kind of seeing eye to eye. What is the bigger perspective of that? Like, how can you really kind of drop into your heart space, quiet the mind, and just allow yourself to really see from your heart space? Like, what's kind of almost like what I'm picking up on is like, what's the commonality between us, right? Like, yes, there's a lot of disagreements. Yes, there may be a lot of like fiery emotions and stuff, but when we put all of that aside, what do you really want? Like, what do you really want? You want your loved ones to be happy and healthy. Well, so do I. Great, let's connect on that. And almost starting from like this very like soothing foundational position. The next card up, we have Fire Guardian, ignite your passion. So there is I feel like, I don't know why, but I feel like whatever fall has for us, I feel like because of the experience of what's coming for fall, it's going to kind of propel us forward in a way that may be unexpected. But I'm hearing the word group, almost like coming together as a group so that we can really, we're passionate about something together and we're moving forward on it. That's really what I'm picking up on. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have Mirror Guardian, so take time to reflect. So this again is asking all about, what is it within the situation? What is it within the situation that we can take, that we can pull from, that we can agree on? That's a positive aspect that we want to bring forward, right? What do we want to see in the world collectively in terms of just us and how we're living together? Is it something to do with the planet? Is it something to do with us? Is it something to do with like our freedoms? Is it something to do with our well-beings? Is it something to do with just kind of the different constructs that we're creating socially, right? So I want to clarify. I really want to clarify the Wise One card, actually. Grow within your current situation. What do we need to know about that? What do we need to know about growing within the situation? Okay, that's a lot. Hold on one second. Okay, so the cards that did, wow, there's a lot. You know what? Let me kind of regather. Get this. I feel like there's a lot of emotions going on collectively, though. And that makes sense, right? Emotional regulation is a whole vibe, so to acknowledge any emotion and then to move forward, and compassion and understanding. Father of Water. Let me grab another card. What else do you want us to know about grow within our current situation? Grow within our current situation. Grow within our current situation. Okay, one more. Interesting. I was just seeing white light energy around the third eye chakra, so I feel like it's just really asking us to kind of really focus in on our intuition. Okay, interesting. Father of Water. Okay, so growing within the situation collectively with whatever's been happening, what I'm really getting from this card is to really be in touch with feelings, with how we're feeling within the body. Okay, how do I feel within the body about said situation A? How do I feel within the body about this? How do I feel? Like, I know my logical mind, again, like with the mind card, I know my mind has its own thoughts and perceptions on this, but when I kind of, get centered and allow everything to just naturally come into its own rhythm and just be, how do I really feel in my body about this? How do I really feel in my heart about this? Is my stomach like getting kind of tight and knotted? Like, do I feel nauseous to something? Do I feel like this is really good? Do I feel like this really flows? Do I feel like this really soothes me? And anything that is soothing or is a feeling of relief is a really, really good thing as well. See, the next one that came through, interesting. So yeah, and that's, Okay, I need to say this too because the wise one growing within your current situation, this is a water card. So water card's all about emotion. So I feel like there has been like a lot of emotional turmoil in the collective. Um, but also like this is like when you look at these cards together, they're very at center, they're very calm, they're very at peace, they're very like they know how to kind of manage and regulate their emotions in healthy ways. They just look healthy, right? They look like well-being. Like this is the epitome of well-being. Um, so it's just interesting. It's talking about like, you know, it's almost like this like dissonance between mind maybe saying one thing, but emotions within the body are saying something different. And I'm really getting this strong sensation of like really tapping into the body, really tapping into the emotions around fall equinox. And even what I'm hearing is like moving into fall as well. Okay. So the other thing that came out was Eight of Fire Insight. So this talks exactly to the third eye chakra. So this is all about receiving insight on something. Okay. And this could be about receiving solutions for something within the collective. So say if there's something that comes up and a lot of people don't like it, it just takes one person or a few amount of people to come together and say like, hey, this is a solution to something. And when you connect and click like that, it just naturally ignites a passion within you. It naturally ignites a fire within you, right? So again, I just feel like there's something like I don't know, it's like I feel like humanity is going to build a foundation for something that's going to open up the future in a really beautiful way for us. Um, even like regardless of how anything may look like externally, right? Even when it might not seem like it's there. Because all what I'm what I'm getting right now is that all it takes if you are in like a complete dark tunnel and this tunnel is vast and this tunnel is long, all it takes in that complete darkness, you know, all it takes is that one little tiny, tiny essence of light that you can see at the end of the tunnel. And that's it. And if you got that, that's all you need to focus is just on that. And you know you're going to get there. You know you're going to pull through, right? So that's what I'm really getting. And I feel like that is whatever this energy is that I'm picking up on, like this passionate energy, this coming together, this grouping, this cohesiveness, this coming together to like, I don't know, I just see like a foundation of something being built and being made. And it's beautiful because the Three of Water came up next, which signifies like it's a success. It's emotional fulfillment. It's yes, it works. We like this. We're going with this. This works on so many fronts, on so many forefronts is what I'm seeing. This is harmonious. This is for the people. This is for the collective, right? Seven of Earth at the bottom of the deck, depletion. So I feel like this is kind of more of like the old kind of ways of being. If I'm being honest, this is what I'm really picking up on energetically with this. And it's interesting because Earth is all about like the material plane and anything that's manifest like physically, right? So this could be like in terms of jobs. This could be in terms of like anything that's kind of played out physically. Yeah, jobs, societal structures, like schooling systems, educational systems, facilities, anything like that. It could have felt like more like depleted. Like what I'm getting is like this like energy of like continuing to go on and on and on and on and oh my gosh, I need a break. Oh my gosh, I just not even a break. It's just like I want something that ignites me. I want something that feels different. I want something that feels better. And I feel let me get a clarifier for that actually now that we're speaking to it. What do you want us to know about this card from right here, right now? In peace and in prosperity. Father of fire and sun. Father of fire, daughter of water, son of fire, life force and oppression. Okay. Okay, so I just want to read something for you really quick. So Father of Fire here, the first card that fell out when I was asking about what this card was, the Seven of Earth depletion. The Father of Fire card came out and it's charismatic visionary. So willpower, intensity, pioneering work, striving for freedom, bold action, motivation, also impatience and sometimes hasty, thoughtless action. I don't feel like it's that last part. I honestly feel like it's more, the energy behind this feels like it's more like opening, what's that saying? It's like you're a way shower, like you're opening up, you're creating something new. You're, you know, when wolves travel in packs, the wolf that's at the front creates the way for the ones behind, right? And that's not to say that like anyone's better than anyone else. It's just the one that's leading, or the set of people that have these new ideas that are kind of implementing them and like allowing them to come into fruition here. It's something that's different. It's something that's almost like a game changer. It's just like a different way of thinking, a different way of thought processing. And it's interesting because it came out of this. So it's like, oh, we see that like these weren't working anymore, whatever it was, physically, whether it's like how jobs were laid out, whether it's like financial systems, something in the economy, societal structures, education systems, facilities, anything that was like physically, it's like, no, it's time for a change. It's time for a change now. And then Daughter of Water. Let me see this real quick. Daughter of Water. So Daughter of Water. Nala. My cat's down here. Her name is Nala, and she is awesome. Okay, so Daughter of Water is romance. So this is loving aspirations, yearning, enchantment, poetry, dream world, willingness to surrender, attachment, affection, also emotional pain, okay? You want to pour the full life force of your love into a relationship, to be swept off to your feet, to dissolve completely in love. Never let this longing be put down or ridiculed by anyone. Okay, so what I'm honestly getting with this one, because we had the, where was it? Oh, where did I just put it? We had the Father of Fire card come out. So this is like all about pioneering and creating something new, seeing something new. And although this card kind of signifies, well, it does signify romance, what I honestly feel is like, okay, two things I'm picking up on for the collective. It's like learning to really fall in love with life again, like why we're here and like what really, really matters. It's just like, boom, it's here, like pay attention, and our loved ones, okay? However that resonates, a significant other, animals, pets, family members, friends, soul fam, okay? So I'm feeling this energy come up too. And then Son of Fire as well. So again, that passionate energy to move forward. Life force energy. And Ten of Fire, oppression. So it's interesting because I feel like there has been something that has, I mean, there's been many things that have been kind of pushed down and swept under the rug, and they've been coming up, and we've been like looking at them collectively and independently as well, right? So I feel like now, starting in fall, it's like, okay, well, it's already started, but it's time to really do the work and start creating like almost like new ways, alternative ways of just how to live. Go ahead, baby. Of just how to live. So it's really interesting because it's almost like, okay, we've seen how this way has panned out before, and we've thought about it, we've talked about it, we maybe haven't talked to each other about it, but maybe this is a good opportunity to start talking with each other about it and to actually start creating these different things. Like, for example, for schooling, say if schooling, a lot of people feel differently about it now, there could be a group of people that come up and say, oh, well, there's a different way to do schooling, and this is kind of what it looks like, and this is what we've kind of mapped out. Like, do you have anything that you feel could benefit with this too? It's kind of that energy, okay? But it could be like anything like that as well. And then the bottom of the deck, there's a Sun card. So again, I feel like this is going to be successful, and I feel like it's going, like, I don't know why, guys, but I'm just picking up on like fall time is literally creating the foundation for whatever it is that's moving us into this really beautiful world that we're creating. That's it. That's it. That's all of it. I want to pull a card from the Shamanic Healing deck too. Yeah, see, letting go of the old, just surrendering, just dropping. And I feel like this is going to honestly happen on like a collective level, where a lot of people are going to be like, whoa about something, okay? Fall Equinox. What I'm really hearing right now, though, is that it's our responsibility to create. It is our responsibility to create. It's our responsibility to look at, okay, what belief systems do we have, and what thoughts are we having, and what triggers us, and what fuels us, what feels good, what ignites our passions, what feels genuine, what feels really good to connect on with other people, and like to really trust that and to really follow that. This is just a confirmation of that. What really ignites our joy, what really sparks our joy, right? Even if it's, especially when it's the everyday things, right? Like for me, it's like, okay, I feel really good when I get to genuinely connect in love with the people that I love, right? And just like those pure, real heart-to-heart connections. And so when I wake up, people in my household, how can I really connect to these people within my household? And then when I go out into the world, I did a podcast today, how can I really connect to this host, and really sit down and really see this person in front of me, like see them with my heart, see them for all that they are. And then when I go to my friends, my friend just sent me a voice chat while I'm recording this, so I'm excited to listen to that voice note. And how can I really connect to this person, even though it's just through their voice? How can I connect with them in a way that's really heart to heart, and really see the points that are really resonating with me and that I can tell are very valuable to this person too, and really jam on that with them, right? And also it's just really good and really important to stay rooted in something that feels good for you too, especially when things get going and the tough gets going. It's a really good way for balance. It is. And it's not about ignoring anything. It's not about being naive to anything. It's just understanding like, oh, like this is here, but it's time for me to take care of me too, right? That's also responsibility, psychic development. So again, I feel like this is happening with like the opening of a lot of people. It's just, there's a lot of opening, but I feel like it's going to happen in more of a calmer way. Look, bottom of the deck is 29 changes. So we are definitely going to be going through some type of transitional period for the fall time. Okay, guys? So fall equinox and into fall energies. What we got is the mind. So again, mind could be racing and stuff. We also have third eye, which is all about tapping into our intuition, and sound. And yes, this could be literal, like sound could help you. Music could definitely help, listening to music that feels good for you and dancing it out, but also it's kind of metaphoric as well, where it's about following the natural rhythms and riding those to however you feel with that, what feels best for you. Grow within the situation. So what's been happening, I feel like this is more on social fronts collectively, what's been happening socially, but also seeing things from a higher perspective, peeling back and seeing how we can connect from person to person to person, from heart to heart to heart. I see a circle and I see our hearts connecting within the circle, okay? Ignite your passion. So something could happen where something just could happen, or I don't know, there's just like this energy of people coming together and coming into group to bring something forward into the collective that is really fueled by pure passion and pure energy and pure love, and like, yes, this feels good, let's roll with it, okay? Bottom of the deck was responsibility. So again, being responsible for our thoughts, being responsible for our actions, making sure it's not harming us or anyone else, and making sure that, yes, this is the direction I choose to go in with my thoughts. Like, for example, if you want to live in peace in your workplace, just what kind of thoughts, how would I feel when I'm living in that state? What kind of thoughts would I be thinking? Like, oh, like this is easy, or oh, I really love like coming here and I'm really grateful that I have such a good work environment and coworkers, right? And then just feeling that within your heart and allowing that to kind of flourish in your life in whichever way it may. So we're going to be taking some time to reflect on some different things that have been coming up, but it doesn't feel like we're going to take a lot of time to reflect. It's just kind of like glancing over, seeing something, acknowledging it, and then I feel like creating the foundations of something. I keep coming back to that, and it's a success. It's a success. Lots of changes too. Wow, that's really That's actually kind of nice because I don't know. It's just nice to have like nicer cards out. The cards that feel really good too. Awesome. All right, guys. So focus on what feels good. Remember that you are a powerful creator. Remember that your light is always within you, and remember that your heart has its own set of eyes as well, if you will. Awesome. All right, everybody, my name is Carly Van Every. Thank you so much for being here and enjoying this time and space and just jamming on this. I hope to see you on my next video, and definitely leave a comment below with how this resonated for you or what kind of vibes you've been picking up on yourself around this time. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Take care, guys.